I guess from what I understand, it was all day yesterday around the Portland area, but for the most part I wasn't around here. I was in Southern Oregon. But as I started getting close to Portland last night, I could feel a lot of wind blowing me all over the road, which I had talked to my wife and my mom while I was down south, so I knew that it was really windy up here. Trees were falling everywhere. Basically, just chaos. So anyhow, yeah, it was pretty windy when I got up here last night. Now it's still pretty windy this morning. It's super cold, the coldest we've had all year. Yesterday morning was really cold. Like just going out to my truck in the morning and whatnot, my pickup to drive to the yard. Yeah, super cold. I think it was supposed to be down to like 30 or something last night. So I know for some of you that's not super cold. But around here, it doesn't really get that cold a whole lot during the year. You know, that's a few times a year it'll get colder than that, but that's about the coldest it gets. And that will get down to about freezing semi-frequently during the winter, but when you've got the down to about freezing and it's super windy, oh. So, you know, we don't get the super cold here in the Northwest all the time. We get it occasionally. We're just more wet, as everybody assumes. I like that everybody thinks it just rains here all the time. Yeah, it's always raining here, stay away. Well, I made it to where I'm delivering. I'm all checked in, untied, just waiting for them to come get me and call me in. I can see the other snowcat that the other driver brought sitting 150 yards kind of in front of me off to the left. So I'm sure they'll probably unload me right over there. Alright, well, I am empty. There's no loads up here that this step deck will work for, I guess. Not that there's no loads, but the loads she has need a regular flatbed. So I guess we have a holding yard up here with some trailers. So I'm going to drop this trailer and hook up to a flatbed. And then find out where I'm going. Just supposed to grab a flatbed and then let her know. So that's what I'm doing. I will update you when I know more. Wow, that place is kind of tight. We only had like 2 of our trailers there, and there's not much room there at all. So I had to back into a little cubby hole to get turned around because there's not enough room to do a U-turn, and I needed to be facing the other way. And then I had to blindside around one way and then crank it around some trailers into one empty spot that was around a corner where I couldn't really see until after I got around the corner, obviously. So I was nervous about it. Actually, it was pretty easy. I almost backed straight in. I pulled forward once just to straighten up, but I thought it was going to be a big pain in the butt when I kind of walked it and looked at it. It's like, oh no, this is going to suck. But I do that every time. Every time I've got to do some kind of interesting backing, I get all nervous about it, and you know, I don't know. I think it's going to suck, and it's usually not so bad. So anyways, I've got another trailer now, finally. Heading to a job site to get loaded somewhere up here. Not far, actually. It was like 2 miles from where I just grabbed this trailer. And then, yeah, get loaded and head for the yard. Well, it's that time. I'm heading south, heading for the yard. It's gotten windy up here today. Seems like it's gotten windier as the day's gone on. You might be able to see out that window. My antenna from over there is angled back. Love the roads in Seattle. A big wind gust came and just turned it. Do you see this crap? Roads of Seattle. Fantastic. So anytime you just want to point something out, all my years of expertise. Anytime you're driving down the road and it's like doing that, which is not so bad in your car. Your car has better suspension to absorb that, but you'll still feel the. Look at the road. I bet you it's concrete. I hate concrete roads. Worst idea ever. Yeah, concrete roads suck. Every time I get into one of those, it's always a concrete road. Always a concrete road. Asphalt doesn't do that. I'm done up north. I'm still up north, but I'm done up here. Just got on the freeway, a couple miles back, heading south. I'm basically in Kent. I picked up at a job site that was on the Boeing facility, so that was interesting. Man, my mouth is really dry. Go, Mr. Subaru. I had to, like, I guess you have to have an enhanced license to get on site, at least if you're a driver. I had to have an enhanced license to go there, which is probably why I got the load. They do like a full inspection, not a full inspection, but when you go there, you have to, you can't just go to where you're picking up, basically. They have this truck area thing, I don't know, where you have to, you go around through these cones and pull up to this like guard shack, and then there's a sign that tells you to get your ID out, have your ID ready, and open up any compartments on your truck. So I had to open the hood, the doors, the cubbies, boxes, like anything that opened, I had to basically open on the outside of the truck. And then they came out with like a mirror thing on wheels and went around the whole truck looking underneath it, making sure I didn't have any like bombs strapped to the bottom or something. And then, you know, they have like dogs that come out and sniff. It was interesting. It was, yeah, stupid concrete roads. Yeah, that's more than like crossing the border from Canada to get back in the U.S. I ask you a couple questions, and then maybe send you. These roads are terrible. Then maybe send you in the office like they did me. I don't know what they did, but you know, they didn't inspect my truck like that or anything. So anyways, I had to go through that. So I called the guy on the job, because job sites are always interesting, especially when it's on a big. We went over a patch of asphalt a second ago. It was smooth for a second, then it went right back to concrete. Anyways, whenever you're going to a job site to pick up, that was weird. My GPS just said powering off for a second, but it didn't turn up. I'm having a hard time focusing. So whenever you're going to a big job site or a job site to pick up, and it's, you know, on a location like Boeing or some big place where, you know, it's not just an address to go to. you usually have a contact name and number. So of course I went most of the way there, which was only a couple miles, but I got to like a couple blocks away from the address that I was given, and then there was a big wide area with a whole bunch of trucks parked in it, so I turned in there, and then I called the guy and asked him, hey, you know, do I just go to this address, or is there anything special I need to do? And so he was like, yeah, you need to go to this inspection thing, and so he told me where to go, and then he waited out there and met me, which is a good thing, because part of the inspection was they asked me where I was going. I was like, Boeing. They're like, yeah, we got that much, but where? I don't know, I'm going to this guy. It's like, I don't know who this guy is, because that guy was standing outside. It's like, I don't know who that is. Like, so I was like, I have no idea. Like, I'm picking up at this address, and he's my contact, so let me go get him. So I went and got him, and then so they asked him, where's he going? It's like, over there? The guy's like, that's not gonna work. Like, what building are you going to? It's like, I don't know. It's, you know, there's a big 12th man for the Seahawks. Big 12th man sign on the building. So he's like, the building with the big 12th man sign. And the guy's like, I don't know what that is. So they had to like figure out between them where the job specifically was that I was going to. So fortunately we got all that figured out, and then he led me through. We had to go back on the main road. That was just the inspection part, not where I actually went in to go to the job. So then I just followed him, and we went out to the road and went somewhere else basically, and I just followed him in. Then we got loaded, and here we are. But that was interesting, going through that truck inspection,